This is the second week and the final week of pre-season testing in Bahrain in 2026. And just like it was in the first week of pre-season testing, this is going to take place over the course of 3 days, starting on Wednesday 18th February and ending on Friday 20th February. And the schedule is going to be similar, whereby for each of the 3 days, you're going to have testing taking place between 10 a.m. local time and ending at 7 p.m. local time. And this will include a 1-hour lunch break where teams may be able to either swap drivers or at least get a chance for them to have a break. My expectation is that given the teams had a chance to actually test their cars and learn quite a number of programs during the first week, this week should be a little bit more elaborate, and probably they might go deeper into testing more of what probably they did not test, and even going further to confirm what they have already gathered from the data that they collected. And the good thing about this week of pre-season testing is that unlike Barcelona and even the first week of pre-season testing, you are going to be able to watch every minute of this second week. All the 3 days will be available to you. You can be able to follow what is going on in Bahrain. Unfortunately, if you want to attend in person or you want to be part of what is going on at Bahrain International Circuit, you will not be able to do that on Wednesday, but you can be able to buy or purchase tickets for Thursday and Friday to be able to attend or be at the circuit in person. If this is the first time that we are meeting, I am Joe, and I would really appreciate it if you would subscribe to this YouTube channel. One of the good things about this final pre-season testing in Bahrain is teams are coming into it armed with a lot of data that they collected last week. That means they are not starting from scratch, and that's one of the things that I think we are going to watch or see in the course of this testing. Teams are going to continue with their programs, and probably they are going to also have upgraded packages. There are teams that will bring new parts, and there are teams that might even bring a new version of the car that they ran last week. And this is all part of testing and ensuring that they are ready for the first race in Melbourne, Australia. The second thing that probably we should look out for are decisions that are going to be coming from the FIA and the subcommittees that will be meeting this week. There has been quite a lot of chatter or talk about the engine compression ratios as well as the race start procedure. These are things that need to be decided on, and there will be a meeting taking place this week, and probably by the end of this particular week there will be decisions that will be made which could affect how certain teams are actually going to approach racing. And there are rumors that if there is a change when it comes to the engine regulations relating to the compression ratios, there are teams that might not be able to participate during the first race in Australia, which would be shocking and probably less interesting to a lot of fans, because I think it would be good to have all the teams participating during that particular race. But of course, there's a decision that will come out of the meetings that are going to be held this week, and I'm sure you and I will be looking forward to see what decision is made. The other thing to watch out for are the tire compounds that the teams will be using during this final week of pre-season testing in Bahrain. And this is because last week, teams had only 3 of the hardest compounds that Pirelli has for 2026. Those were the only options that they had. But this week, they're actually going to have the availability of all the 5 dry weather tire compounds. That means a team can run across all the 5 tire compounds. What this means is that teams have options. They have all the 5 tire compounds to pick from, and that's a huge range of options, and it will be very interesting to see the decision that teams take when it comes to the tire that they are going to use during this final pre-season testing in Bahrain. And I think this will be informed again by what they picked from last week, because now they are almost trying to ensure that they are ready for the actual race in Australia. And you want to be able to start establishing the tire that you are going to use, so that you can be able to be ready for maybe the first or even up to 3 of the races in 2026. Personally, I'm looking forward to this final week of pre-season testing, because I'm hoping that it's going to answer a number of questions that we might be having in regards to the pecking order, and also to see whether the teams that were struggling last week have been able to improve or will be doing better in this final testing phase. And this will also give us a clearer idea or a clearer picture of probably what to expect when the first race takes place in Melbourne, Australia. And if this is the first time that you are meeting, I am Joe, and on this YouTube channel I talk about Formula One and the business of Formula One. I do hope that you have enjoyed this particular conversation, and if you have, I would really appreciate it if you can subscribe to this YouTube channel. And I'm hoping that I'm going to see you in my next video.